Now already?
Okay.
Okay. In 1 minute. Hold on, something wrong with my
Okay.
broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to AEM Executive Center. My name is Nat. Nice to meet you, everyone. And I will be a moderator for this session. Do you know it about the MBA is always on the top search every year? You can explore more knowledge, build up different skills, or even changing the career path of their own. There are many reasons why you might earn an MBA. And for today, we have a special guests who are expert in MBA. Please welcome Dr. Alex Bodin, Director of AEM Executive Center. Oh, I think he is on the way. Oh,
Hello.
hi, Dr.
Hi.
Alex.
Hi. How are
Yes.
you? Good.
How are you?
Nice to meet you today. And we have a special guest from Malaysia as well
Yes.
together. Yes.
Yes. We
Dr.
also have a
Rahimi.
chance to discuss with another expert. Please welcome Associate Professor Dr. Rahimi Ibrahim.
Hi everyone, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Hello Thailand, hello Bangkok.
Okay. We are in also broadcast in Vietnam and Cambodia as well.
Yeah. Hello friends in Vietnam and in Cambodia.
Yes. We should talk to every country that we podcast, right, Dr. Alex?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I think it's a time to talk about Geomatika. Yeah, in Malaysia, I think it's very interesting university. Uh, Dr. Rahimi, could you tell
Yes,
me
ma'am.
about introduce your university,
Okay,
Geomatika?
thank you Nat. First of all, thank you for hosting me as well from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. As well as my special thanks to Dr. Alex Bordin, my great seafood in Thailand. Okay, Geomatika University, Malaysia, or the official name is University Geomatika Malaysia, has been upgraded to the full university status this year. Yeah, so we are now a full university status by the name of University Geomatika Malaysia. We have been established since the year of 2000. So we are now 22 years old in Malaysia, and we are a private university. We are a private university in Malaysia, but we are governed by the Ministry of Higher Education in Malaysia as well, and all the programs currently in University Geomatika Malaysia are all being accredited by the Malaysian Qualification Agency, meaning that the standard and the quality of the programs being monitored, being verified by the government of Malaysia to make sure that the students will be graduated or will receive good and standard contents of education. Yep.
Wow, interesting. I think University Geomatika is certified, so don't worry about our university, right?
Yeah. As you just see just now in the video, we just had our convocation, our 15th convocation last 2 weeks.
Wow.
That was held in the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center, the KLCC, the Petronas Twin Towers. Yeah, so they had a convention center. So we had our 15th convocation last 2 weeks. It was held in the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center. So this
Wow.
convocation, yeah. So right now we have a range of programs from diploma, bachelor's degree, master's degree, as well as PhD program. Yeah.
Oh, wow. It include everything in University of Geomatika, Malaysia.
Yes, Nat.
So why we need to choose Geomatika University?
Okay. First of all, we have a collaboration with AEM Executive Education in Thailand. Not only in Thailand but also in the in Laos, in Vietnam, in Cambodia, yeah, and some parts of other countries as well. Okay, so the Geomatika University Malaysia currently we have all the programs. Besides having a conventional programs, conventional is what we call as a full-time program, whereby the students need to come to campus. We also have what we call as online distance learning program, okay, or ODL, a kind of programs which is similar to the Sukhothai Thammathirat in Bangkok. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have
yes.
this the Open University in Thailand as well. Because
Yes.
I came from Open University environment. So I've visited Sukhothai Thammathirat. So we have a similar programs like Sukhothai Thammathirat, whereby it is an ODL concept, online distance learning. We give a lot of flexibility to the students, and the students do not need to come to Malaysia. Yeah, they don't need to come to Malaysia to study, but they can still get a degree, a certificate, okay, from overseas, I mean from Malaysia, without having to come to Malaysia. And the best part is it is recognized. It's recognized in Malaysia as well, okay, because the programs are being accredited, being verified by the Malaysian government. Yep. So that's why AEM Executive Education has chosen us to become a partner, okay, and we also very happy to appoint AEM Executive Education as our academic partner to promote, to actually conduct all the teaching and learning, to monitor the students' performance. They are like a university on behalf of Geomatika University Malaysia.
Great. So could you tell me if I or my friends are interested to apply about the MBA? So what is the requirement of this course?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So first of all, MBA, as you know, that is a common program. It's a common program in most of the university in the world. I think in any universities in the world you can find the MBA program. Yeah, the what do you call it? The Masters of Business Administration. Okay, and the program standards for MBA is quite similar from one university to the other university. The only the only difference between one university MBA and the other university's MBA is the delivery of the program. So I believe AEM Executive Education, they got a good professors, okay, with a good knowledge, and also people with the industry experience who can share with you their experience in managing a big company. So with this kind of teaching and learning delivery, it is best for the students to gain the knowledge from those professors who are not only experts in the academics, but also they have the industrial experience. Well, in Geomatika itself, right? The program has been designed for the students to complete within 1 year. Okay, within 1 year.
Oh,
Right. Okay.
12
And
months.
yes, technically 12 months you can complete, and it is on part time, not on full time. Yeah, it is on part time. As I said, we are giving, or we have designed this program via ODL mode, or online distance learning mode. We give a lot of flexibilities to the students in terms of teaching and learning, in terms of the assignments, in terms of the classes and everything. Yeah. Okay. And then we have also make sure that this program being accredited by MQA. MQA is Malaysian Qualification Agency, the body that verify and also to make sure that the quality of the programs, yeah, is at the highest standard, right, in the world, right? So of course, as I said, the convocation is in Kuala Lumpur, and we have learning centers around Malaysia. Not only in Malaysia right now, because of AEM Executive Education, we have our learning
Yeah.
centers now in Bangkok. We got. I've been told by AEM Executive Education, by Dr. Alex, that they have also set up an office, a learning center in Cambodia, in Vietnam. Yeah, and they told me that they have more expansion to Laos and all that. That means the Indo-China countries being now monitored, being now conquered by the AM Executive Education. So that's why I told you that, because of the delivery by AM Executive Education itself, the professors or the lecturers that they take to teach this program are quite ASEAN centric. That means you will not only being taught about Malaysian or Thailand environment, but you will also being taught by the professors who has the experience in ASEAN context. So I think
Wow.
Dr. Alex will elaborate more on that. So that's why we are quite excited to collaborate with the AM Executive Education as our academic partner. Yeah. Okay. So we have our MBA, our Masters of Business Administration, which is currently running, and we have our Masters of Education as well, Masters of Law, as well as our PhD or Doctor of Philosophy will be
Wow.
coming soon as well, to your countries, to the Indo-China countries. Yeah, and I believe as well the delivery of this program, okay, will be designed to suit the time, the busy time of the students, because I know MBA being the students who are taking MBA, they are all professionals. They are all having a high position in the company. So they're very busy men. So they're very busy with their work. They're very busy with their family. Yeah. And maybe very busy with their hobby and all that. So they don't have to study. They don't have time to study. But AM Executive Education has designed the program so that these people can join and get their MBA within 1 year. Yep.
Wow, interesting. Yeah,
Yes.
because it's like you can work life balance during your open distance learning, right? Even
Mhm.
you are too busy, you can manage your time by yourself. No need to
Yes.
fly to the overseas, and you can time management by yourself. That it's very
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, could I move to the next question to ask Dr. Alex about Dr. Rahimi mentioned about the ASEAN context and about the ASEAN connection. I think that is
Okay.
really great point about it.
Thank you,
Could
Kunat. Actually, this program is collaboration with Geomatika, and we plan to have a few more program in very soon.
what?
As Dr. Rahimi mentions, the program is 12 months, which is I think is the fastest acceptable fastest in the
Yeah.
world at the moment, that you cannot graduate master in 12 months, and it is fully accredited by Malaysian government, which is Malaysia is one of the top country, which is very advanced in education and affordability with low fee. And when you graduate, you go to KL and online learning. It's very convenient for you. And as well as you ask me now, you just asked me now about the Asian context. This is the initiative of our AEM and Geomatika that we want to focus on the ASEAN. Because why? Because when we talk about ASEAN, there are about over 660 million people altogether in ASEAN, in these 10 countries, and that make the ASEAN market number 5, the 5th largest in the world after the US, China, Japan, and Deutschland and Germany, which is very interesting that we are living in the middle of the gold mine with the 660 million population market size. And if you look at the Thai market, Thai export and Thai GDP contributions from overseas, most of our Thai income from the export from ASEAN. We export to ASEAN as the most, and much more than US or something like that. But ASEAN is very close to you, but we are talking about this very little, especially in school, because we use the America or Europe context when we study. Like somebody traveled to study in UK, in Australia, in USA, they study in Malaysia, in UK or in other countries' context, which the business environment might be different from ASEAN. And the good point of ASEAN is that when we travel in between ASEAN countries, of course, Singapore is the center. We don't need to use a visa for all of Asian nations, and they have a lot of collaboration between the government. For example, the accountant from one country can work in another country without to re-exam for the accounting license or something like that. And they're expanding to the equivalency of the education. So one qualification in one country will be accepted in another country as the ASEAN framework. And this is for the business itself also. If you are living in Thailand, you will see a lot of neighbor executive and people working here in Thailand. So when you go to market in Thailand, you speak, you see a lot of Myanmar speaking Myanmar, or Laos or Cambodia, especially Vietnamese and Cambodia, they come here a lot. And we create an international feeling, especially for that. And because of the ASEAN communities becoming AEC, so the tax between those countries are very, very low to zero. And you can travel to, or you can buy things from Vietnam to sell in Thailand, or sell things from Thailand in Cambodia, in Vietnam, in Laos, in Myanmar. This is amazing because they have a land link, so they can send the products by bus, by train. And for example, in Cambodia, we can ship overnight the products.
Wow.
So if you do the digital trading or digital e-commerce in Cambodian language, in Khmer language, you just chum rip sua and expand, or you do these things, and you can send to your friends in Cambodia. The next day they will get the products, and your friend can sell in Cambodia Thai product or Vietnamese product. The next day they have a delivery. It's only overnight. It's just the same as in Thailand, sent within domestic country, domestic market. This is very interesting that you need to build the friendships, and that's why this program wants to not only to provide you with the qualification of MBA, but the business context about the law, regulation, international trade, and also including the connection that we want you to connect with each other. So we have a class, in one class there will be mixed with Malaysians, Cambodians. Some there we have few Indonesian as well, and also Vietnamese. So in your class, you will have a chance to interact with your classmate, and you enjoy. And after that, you become a real friend, and you can expand from that to other things for the future business, for your own business or for your own company as well.
Wow.
Okay,
Great.
that looks nice, right? And when we talk about the opportunity to study in this program, and we
Yes.
use every case study in ASEAN context will encourage you to learn, not only learn from the expert, but also from the what to say, the real life world as well, real life friends and context of the learning as well.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Not only study or gain more knowledge, but you can gain more the connection in many countries in ASEAN. This can expand your business. That's great. So could Dr. Alex tell me about the method of it?
Okay. As we have to say, this is the methodology, learning methodology, right? You mean? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Study online is different from on site. Okay.
Yes.
We call it. Have you heard of the word that we are living in the digital age? I think you get used to it. Okay. I am quite 50 up years old. Okay. And I grew up in the analog age. Okay. I still have.
Yes, me too. Me
yeah.
too.
Are you too? Okay.
Yes,
But you
me
look
too.
so young. Okay. And for the digital age, it revolutionized everything, including learning. Okay. And to teach the digital citizen, it's different from teaching in the analog citizen like us. Okay, so we make use of the internet as the major delivery platform. Okay, so when we use the digital platform, we are talking about learning and in the digital way. So we use a lot of self-learning, active learning as the key. Okay, and so we have divided our course to be 3 parts at least. So you will study yourself, because our program is executive program, which is we believe that most of our students are working people or executive people. So you don't have a time, maybe in the daytime enough. So and everyone have a different time slot. So
Yes.
so you might want to choose your own time to study, maybe in the midnight, or open the video, and when you're driving, have a kid or something like that. So we have a pre-record lecture video where you can study by yourself. The professor or the lecturer will have a pre-record lecture videos. It is we call this part is passive learning, that you will learn from text and short video and do something. So you learn by yourself. It's the pre-record video is pre-record, which means they have enough time to prepare the message and the content for you. So they will not speak 1 hour about small topics like on-site or lecture based. This is video and text. So it will be short and direct to the knowledge. Okay, and we do the active learning to spend most of your time. We encourage you to learning activity, which means it's a self-learning. So we use the case study analysis on the basic things, on the real world situations, So we have discussion forum. It's just like Facebook. You talk to your friend, the course moderator or lecturer will what to say. We'll have a topic. We set up the topics, and you just share your idea and everything on so to that. And this we give you 40 marks. We encourage you to give the idea and opinion on that topic. Okay, and you will not be alone. Somebody asked us, not somebody asked us, I be alone because I study online.
Yes,
Somebody
I think
worry.
so.
You worry, right?
Yes, I worry about it as well.
Yes, nobody have a friend like that.
Yeah.
Okay. But actually, this is the beauty of our blended learning and online learning. You will have a group assignment. In every subject about 30 marks. So we will have a separate Zoom meeting or video conference with your friends in different countries or in different places. So you can talk to them, planning about how to solve the assignment. And you can do. People know each other not only to eat and to watch the movie, right? We can work together. We can work together and know each other as well. We share everything except snack, because in reality, in the on-site world, you have to share snack and cooking while doing the group homework, right? This is the only thing we cannot do. But you can be friend, absolutely friend, and share everything on the group meeting, and then you make a preparation for your class presentations. Okay, and the final, we have individual assignment, which is like in every university that there is assessment. This kind of assignment mostly is about the case study. You will be given the case study and you present the individual assignment. It's a problem-based learning using the knowledge from the video and text and everything that we prepare. And this is, we call it open book, open web exam, which means that you are free to open the book, open the web to answer the assignment or examination. Okay, because why? Because we don't believe that we don't want you to remember everything. According to Bloom taxonomy, the objective of learning in the future is not just to remember everything. We can search, we can store knowledge in the internet. But after that, we want you to apply the knowledge, and while you can search from the internet, but you can apply and solve the problem, the real world problem. Okay, this is what we want you to do. He is a problem solver. You can learn from that, and you can do the assignment by gaining knowledge in different ideas. This is will explore the world in the same time you do the examination. And this is the way we do that. You can analyze and can create a new knowledge. Okay, this is the principle of learning. And every week you're gonna have a weekly webinar, which is mean like a conference. But we don't do this precious time on lecturing. Your friend will have a chance to share or present what your findings in your own learning, and the lecturer, which is very high expert knowledge, will talk to you, will guide you. They are the moderator, help you learn. They are not the lecturer, and you're gonna be very, very confident because you solve the problem, you find the findings, and you present to your friend. And this is the role of the moderator will be the like content debrief. Okay, and this is the list of our lecturers or course moderator. Okay, we have a very, very top grade like Dr. Kersan. He is the WTO Thai representative to the WTO in Europe. He is living in Belgium, and he is the consular to Thai embassy on the custom matters. So he graduated from Harvard University, and he is real experience in international trade and logistic and supply chain because he's on that level. He's a Thai consular, and so you will learn a lot from him for international things. And like Dr. Fred, he's living in Singapore. He is Singaporean. He is the lecturer in Singapore University. And Dr. Supapawat, he is dentist. He have 2 doctoral degree and 3 master degree, and he's very good in healthcare. Sorry?
Wow, 3 master.
Yes.
Wow.
I can do only 1. Okay, and I think he has about 7 bachelor as well. And Dr. Charles, he is graduate bachelor in Australia and master and the doctor in USA. So he is the consular to Thai Association of SME in Thailand as well. And we have academicians like Dr. Vasutida. She is senior lecturer in Suvarnabhumi Rajamangala University. And this is the most handsome guy, Dr. Alex. He is the entrepreneur. And if you look at Dr. Chakrit, he is very good researcher and he graduated from Chulalongkorn University. His English is excellent. Okay, and he is very good at entrepreneurship and the knowledge. Okay, we also have a French. He is not a doctor, but he will be a doctor in few months. Dr. Nicolas. He is French, but he spent his 30 years of his life in Hong Kong and in China. So he's the expert in logistics and supply chain in Asia, and he loves Hong Kong and China very much. And he has Hong Kong wife, and he's teaching with us. Okay, and for example, Dr. Miss Visawadi, she's graduated from Wollongong in Australia, and she was the HR director in Sanofi, one of the largest pharmaceutical company in Thailand, in the world. She was in Singapore for 20 years, controlling the Asia Pacific market and HR. So in many countries, in many companies, and so she has a lot of experience in human resource management. She is taking care of the human resource management in the international company. Okay, so we have Dr. Ratanan. He's have a 3 PhD and 5 MBA, 5 master. And Dr. Somchai is also the executive in Thai company operating in Malaysia, general manager, and she is now studying PhD in Thailand. And this guy is he's Thai, Dr. Cook, Mr. Cook. He studied in Japan since he was high school, and he graduated from Japan. He go to bachelor degree in Japan, master in Japan, and now at the moment he is the senior data scientist. He's one of the top 100 data scientists in Japan. He's working in Tokyo, and he take care of teaching our information technology or data analytics or something like that. He speaks fluent English, Thai, and Japanese. Okay. Wow. He's single too.
This is the adventure team for education.
Yes. So you be sure that when you study our MBA with Geomatika MBA online, you will not be alone. You will not be online alone. You will have a friend and a lot of good EQ course moderator. And for Dr. James, for example, he is over 30 years in hospitality business and digital business. So he's real person. And Dr. Basil, he is in Kuwait now, but he is Jordanian and have a US citizen. And Dr. Palani is the owner of the ABC College in Singapore. And Kun Ratakit, he is the CIO, Chief Information Officer of GMM Grammy. You know GMM Grammy, right? He used to be there, and he graduated from Penn State University, top university in USA. in the Master of Science in IT Management. So you will be very surprised that our team are very strong and very much. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so could I ask you about Dr. Alex? As you told me about the learn activity, I think I'm not worried about the board and doctor who will teach me because they are the Avenger team. And could you show me about their LMS system to learn other study activities?
Okay. For the system, learning system, uh, in brief, but in details, you can see the in the video.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
For example, this is the course. When you have a class, you will log in like this. After you put sign in everything, you see that we have a full service system. We have e-library. This is you can go to study, search by yourself. We have our ERP, and if you study with Geomatika, there will be a list of library link here.
Wow,
Okay.
great.
After you log into, like for this sample, this strategic management subject, okay, they will have, this is just I think they just finished the class very soon. Okay. I just give the example. As I mentioned, there's a course content. In course
yes.
content, yes, in course content, you will be study online, and they have the video and text, so they can learn. The student can learn from the text here, and also video. For example, when we talk about the competitive advantage, you can have the video here. Yes.
Oh, it's a short
And
video.
Why do you
you're gonna
buy
have-
Coke over Pepsi? Why will you
Yeah,
spend
they have
$80 on
the
ways to
competitive
make its
advantage,
technology
so
better and more
you can
affordable to
learn
find
from
success?
video,
Finally,
and after video you will have a text to read. Okay, and also learning activity, as I showed that they have a class here, and so they have a forum and discussion board, and you will see that the lecturer debrief and have the throw the discussion board topics, and the student will, like Facebook, right? So we share the opinion and everything here. Okay.
Wow, interesting.
Yes.
Not-
So your opinion will be read by your classmate, and they will also talk to you as well, give the idea. And also for the assignment, they have a group team projects. Okay, and because it's our submit, and I have the right to access this, but okay, we have okay, term projects, and this one you have the case study, and you can share, you can see everything. Okay.
Okay, great. I think it's not too hard to study in the
Not
learning
at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
The first
Not
time
at
that I heard from you, I think that wow, is it hard or not? Because
Yeah,
it's
because you don't know friends, you don't have anything, right?
yes.
But it's very, very motivating. I have to show you one thing. Okay,
Oh, sure.
hold on. How you interact with your friend.
Oh,
in
sure.
the-
I think this is a good point because you mentioned about the ASEAN connections.
Yes. Okay, let me share you the
I
course.
think
Okay.
that
You go
University Geomatika is a good choice.
Yes,
The two
and for the management webinar, you can see that this is the record. If you have not a chance to attend the class. You can come later.
Oh,
Okay. You see, the time they open the class is 6:20 or something like that. It's not your daytime, So
yes.
it's evening class actually. So for example, if the student wants to see this, okay.
And
I
and
have-
I think in the ASEAN that is not to like have a gap with like in the overseas country like the Europe or other country, right? But if
Yeah.
we study in the ASEAN university like the Malaysia, the time zone is the same as your
Different.
country. Yeah, I think it's
And the
great.
good thing about learning online is that you have connected to the lecturer from many countries. For example, when we join with Geomatika now already MBA, you might have a chance to learn from Dr. Rahimi. I hope he accept my invitation. Okay, and this is how you study. Okay, you can study from. You don't need to turn on the camera all the time. We don't check your face. You don't need to make up to get online.
Right.
Oh,
And if we
okay.
look
We
at
conduct the
types
English.
of
We
innovation,
conduct the
we
class
have
in
four
English.
main types
You
of
see?
innovation, right?
You hear the
According
voice?
to the market and
Yes. This is a student present
I
sometimes.
think
oh, okay.
Yes. So you have a lot of good
okay.
chance
I
to
think
study.
that's all for the innovation, right? You learn that the two things.
I have to put Dr. Rahimi on the screen now.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much, Dr. Alex. I think I clear everything that I confused or worry from in the past. Thank you a lot for Dr. Alex and Dr. Rahimi. So the thing that I concern just a little bit is if I study the ODL, Open Digital Learning, about the graduate ceremony, should I go to the Malaysia?
It's important. It's important. I think Dr. Rahimi have to.
Yeah.
Person
All our students actually in Geomatika University, we have about 500 international students studying with us now. Yeah,
500.
and mainly they are coming from the countries like Bangladesh, China, the African countries. We have students coming from the Gulf countries as well. So all these students, okay, the convocation will be held in Kuala Lumpur. So whether you are full-time students, whether you are online distance learning students, okay, you will still be invited to come to our convocation in Kuala Lumpur. Yes, you are entitled to come to our convocation, no matter where you study. Yep. No
And
problem.
I think Malaysia is very good everything. Not
Very
only
close.
the education.
As close as when we fly from Hat Yai to Chiang Mai or Bangkok, to Malaysia is very close, and you
it's about 2
feel
hours flight.
international.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very diversity of friends. That is very great opportunity for your business. I think that Geomatika is a good choice for you for MBA courses.
And most importantly, I must say this: the qualification or the master's degree, the PhD, yeah, these are all verified and accredited by the Malaysian government. So it is recognized in Malaysia. Okay, and I believe that Malaysia and Thailand, they do have a mutual agreement whereby in terms of education, if any program recognized in Malaysia, it will be automatically recognized in Thailand. Okay, so Malaysia has got a few agreements, what we call as a mutual agreement with the other countries such as New Zealand, we have Australia, United Kingdom, okay, and Gulf countries, and also the African countries, whereby if it is accredited by the Malaysian government, recognized by the Malaysian government, yeah, the certificates or the degree will also be automatically recognized by the other countries. So this is important because we don't want you to be cheated by most of the university, whereby they say that the program has got recognition and all that. So at the end, when you check, you cannot continue or you cannot further your studies because the previous education that you got, the previous certificate that you received from the previous university was actually not recognized by the country. Yeah, so you can check on our website. You can check with the Malaysian Qualification Agency as well, the Geomatika University as well as the program. We have all the license. We have all the recognition, okay, in the website. So
It's provisional recognized, academic recognized, government recognized.
yes, everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Some
Okay,
some
that is why.
programs.
That is why, Dr. Alex. That is why. Okay, in one of the entry requirements, okay, we put there not only that if you want to enroll into a master's degree, you must have a bachelor's degree. That's number one. That is I think quite standard to all universities. But the other things is you must be also proficient in English. Yeah. So it means that we must put some standards in all our students that because as you say that we are studying about ASEAN context, so we can't just speak Thai language, we can't just speak a Malay language. Yeah. So we all know that English is quite a universal language. So that's why, although we do encourage as well during teaching and learning that you deliver in Thai, language, but wherever possible, we still want the English language to be in your assignment, to be in your final examinations, and to be part of your learning as well, so that you will get both the language as well as the knowledge as well. Yep.
Definitely. And our program is entirely English. In all the webinar, in all the text and everything. Even we have 100% some class, like our class maybe 20 students and 15 are Thai. We don't speak Thai, we speak English in the class. As you see, I just show you. So it's the English class to practice yourself as well. But don't worry if your English is not like not about 6.5 TOEFL or IELTS or something. You must be able to communicate, and you also will have a chance to learn. That's it. You can learn and work and also practice in the same time. Practice because the most important is the knowledge context, in the context, as Dr. Rahimi talked about this.
Okay. Yeah, I think after some people heard about the course is an English program from the overseas, they will worry about their English skill. But I think as you mentioned that you have a time to learn about it because it's an open distance learning. You can listen many times as you can.
Yes, you can repeat again and again and again. And we have the English improvement program for each of you. That we have software to help. We have English. Okay, for example, I can say that we cannot practice swimming beside the pool. You have to jump into the pool to swim. Otherwise, you learn how to swim beside the pool all the time. It's like many people learning English, but never get yourself into the English community. Never get yourself into the environment that's speaking English.
Yes.
It look like you're swimming, learn how to swim by theory. And
without water.
Never jump into the water. And you never pass. I'm sure that when the time comes, you will not be swimming. Ask Dr. Rahimi. Most of Malaysians speak very good English. Even the lower educations. Why they speak good English? Dr. Rahimi, can you share why? It's not in the topic, but I think it's good to ask Malaysian.
Well, in Malaysian education, from the standard one, I mean from the I would say from the kindergarten, the pre-education, that means you are about what 5 years old, and then you're entering the first year of your primary school, which is about 7 years old. until you finish your secondary, your secondary school, which is I think about 17 years old. So altogether will be around what 5, 7, 7, 6, 13 years, 13 years of education. You'll be planted with the English subject in each of the level. So meaning that in those 13 years you were still studying English. Yeah. So as what Dr. Alex mentioned, that for Malaysian, no matter how, at least you can speak English. Although maybe you cannot write, but at least you can understand English, and you can talk, you can communicate. Especially when you have foreigners coming to Malaysia, the tourist kind of thing, when they ask you how to go to KLCC, for example, at least they can show those tourists the direction, how to go, where to get the taxis, where to get the buses, and all that. So some basic communication of English. So I believe Thai people also do have this kind of education. But as Dr. Alex mentioned, that we need practice. We need a lot of practice.
Yes, you have to practice. Learning by doing is the best. You cannot just, as I say, cannot learn swimming beside near the pool. You have to jump into the pool and use it every day, and then you will be excellent. For example, in Malaysia, from my point of view, Malaysian people, they speak very good English. Comparing to Thai, because they speak every day. That's it.
Yep. We got a question here, Dr. Alex, that from Niti Mukaya Wongsa. MBA is still opening for Thai. Yes, it is open for Thai. Maybe Dr. Alex, you can share later on the contact number of your.
Okay. They can send the message. This message from the Facebook, right? Please send the inbox. There will be our marketing staff will be is always ready to answer. And if you are in Cambodia or in Vietnam, just type the message inbox in your country's Facebook, because we have separate Facebook for each countries. So but
to answer Niti on the spot, MBA, yes, it is opening for the Thai until end of this month. Actually, the intake is every month. Yeah, Dr. Alex. Okay.
Every 2 months.
Website? Yeah. Oh, every 2 months. Okay. Do you have any website so I can read through? Maybe Dr. Alex will share the website to get more information.
Website. I go to AM Center School. Okay, and you click for the academic program, master program, and you will see a handsome boy and girl. And you click File More, and you see our technology. We use technology, AI, to introduce the program in video. And this everything's in details here and apply here. But for Thai people, they have some special discounts at the moment. Please contact your local representative, and you'll get it done.
Okay. I think for today that we have gained a lot of information from the overall of the MBA and the benefit of it. And I think thank you for an opportunity and your precious time today, Dr. Alex and Dr. Rahimi. Yes, for those who want to study MBA, Geomatika University is a good choice for you. As we mentioned, like only the 12 months you can finish. You can have management by yourself. You can.
And let's go to see Dr. Rahimi in KL next year together.
Yes.
When will be the next convocation, Dr.
It will be somewhere in June or July next year.
Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
12 months, sharp. Then in 12 months, we will meet each other in Malaysia for the convocation. I think at least we will bring 100.
Perfect.
I want to go as well, Dr. Alex.
Okay, let's go together.
Yes, okay. And if you want to find more information, please feel free to contact us in the AEM Executive Center in your local website or local Facebook page. And for today, thank you very much for your watching until right now. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Thank you, Kun Alex.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thailand. Thank you, Vietnam. Thank you, Cambodia.
จุ่ม
Thank
เรียบ
you
เสือ
everyone
คำเอิญคำเดียดบ๊ายบาย
บ๊ายบายขอบคุณค่ะ